So according to the car, it's 20 Fahrenheit. I don't know the exact temperature, but I'm just going by what the car says. And we're headed to Dallas to make those bagels. And welcome to the Please Subscribe show.
Oh, sorry. Good morning.
In Europe, that's actually a polite thing to do. It's actually polite.
Good morning. It's cold.
Means the breakfast was good. All right.
You ate breakfast? You ate breakfast.
You didn't eat breakfast?
No.
You had some of that drink though. That it was like a.
No, the orange juice.
No, it was a fortified.
Sorry, orange juice, pineapple juice.
Yeah, it has like Mott's. What was it, Mott's? What was the name of it? It has a weird name. It's got like
called the E-juice.
Yeah, it's
expensive juice.
Yeah, it has zinc in it and a bunch of other stuff. Anyway, yeah, I had a bagel, so.
A 4-day-old bagel. You could have had a fresh one at work. It's okay. I got
anyway,
the yogurt for later in the morning.
So it was 4 days old. It was in the refrigerator the entire time.
I know, but still.
All right.
Still was good.
I might show a shot of Fort Worth. Don't forget, good morning, a good January 2nd.
Regardless of where you
She looks like
we are so pleased that you
doesn't
chose
like, yeah,
to
she's
worship
definitely
with
lost
us
weight
today.
since March.
And now let us prepare our hearts and minds for the service of worship.
There's always a Cherry Street. And there's never a Strawberry Street.
A what street?
Strawberry Street. I don't know how many Strawberry Streets are in the U.S.
There's a few.
Have you? Have you ever seen a Strawberry Street?
I'm sure there's at least one Strawberry Street.
I think there's a Marijuana Street.
What did that say back there?
Cherry Street.
Oh, Cherry Street. They probably have one for every, vegetable, fruit.
I've seen a Carrot Street.
A botanical.
It was like mobile home area. Carrot Street.
Bubble Yum Road. They probably have that too.
Mobile home?
Yeah, they have a Buc-ee's Boulevard usually
said
around every Buc-ee's. Bubblegum. Yeah, there's probably Bubblegum Road. Almost looks like a mountain, doesn't it?
What?
Right there. Over there. Clouds on it. Clouds make it look like a
Oh,
mountain.
yeah, that's true. I remember Seattle, I'm like, look at those mountains. So it was Canada.
Yeah, when you head to Mexico too, you can see mountains too. There are some mountains in Texas, closer to Mexico.
Airport weather warning. Airport weather warning. What does that mean?
Maybe if you're going to the airport, there could be issues at the airport.
Yeah.
This is a vlog, it's not a movie, it's a vlog.
Oh, that movie. John Cusack. What movie is that one?
Probably Better Off Dead, I'm guessing.
Oh, that's it? Better Off Dead.
It's one of the movies he walked out of and said it was the worst thing he'd ever seen in his life. It turned out to be a cult classic.
Who said that?
John Cusack said it after
He said that?
after he walked out of the premiere.
He said he didn't like being in the movie?
Said it was the worst thing he had ever seen in his entire life. I don't know if he was telling the truth. That's what
And
that's
that
what
looks
that's
like
what the
the
rumor
chick-
is, that he said
that looks
that.
like the chick from Uncle Buck.
But he was young, and that was back in the day, and now it's a cult classic. It's probably one of the best things that he's done.
Somebody said they watched it with their kids and they thought it was dumb and boring.
Well, it's a cult classic. You have to see it. The line in it's like,
Some girls, but yes.
I want my $2.
Yeah. Lane, gee, Johnny, I don't have a dime. Johnny says, didn't ask for a dime, $2.
The $2. Yeah, the kid with the $2. Or the kid that wants the $2. He's the paper boy. You have to see it. The skier. It's actually quite the film. Temperature's about 45 degrees, January 2nd. As you can see, they are watering the lawn. The water in while you can. Well, it's about 3:41. Finished up bagels in Dallas with Linda back in the much like the South Lake area, and probably gonna eventually get back to the Speedway. Lynn and I kind of, I guess, that's bringing in the new year. We're trying to find ways to, I guess you could call it workout, like walk and jog and then walk on like a kind of like a treadmill kind of thing. The secret gym that I'm not vlogging right now. It's kind of like a private gym kind of thing. If it's 24-hour fitness or something like that, I probably would, because it's unique and it kind of gives the location. Crossing the fairway again. Grapevine Lake. Right there in the corner, that's the Gaylord Hotel. It's like 2011 rooms. That's Grapevine Lake. Golf course is over on the other side right here. The lake is on this side. This guy gave me like 3 paragraphs on how to get into his place. This food must be highly important. It is P.F. Chang though. It's a high-end Chinese food. It's a lot of wording though about key cards and all kinds of stuff. Actually, I don't need a key card to get in, is what he was talking about. But just a lot of stuff about Home Depot, because he's right by Home Depot is what he mentioned. Should be a Home Depot around. Yep, there's a Home Depot right there. There it is, the sign. Said it was next to Home Depot. Oh well. I see, so it turns in right here. It goes right into here, it looks like. And there's Home Depot, and there's his place. So this is a really nice place to shop. It's called Lakeside. They also have great apartments there too, and a movie theater as well, and a Starbucks, and a movie house eatery. This is called the Brass Tap. Right, we got one right outside Denton. So we were in Flower Mound. So this Brass Tax is going to, or actually it's Brass Tap is going to Denton. Deer crossing right there. I did see one the other day, but that was on the other side of North Lake. He came like right in the bushes right there and stopped and hesitated before going forward. Well, you're looking at the trees of Corinth is where I'm at right now. And focus right here. I just passed what's known as Hickory Creek, and that's Corinth Farm Road 2499. And we're just got a really long one. I mean, this was like a really, they don't always bring me into Denton, but sometimes they do. There's a CVS right up that way, right over by Farm Road 2181 and 2499 or 2499. Yeah, I don't get a lot of these that take me away on the back road over this way. So I may, once I get there, spin around and try to hit 35W and just zip back towards North Lake on the backside. So you can kind of see, if I showed you a map, if you look at North Lake, it could go all the way from Flower Mound and then to Denton sometimes. So I usually try to keep it between North Lake and Roanoke and South Lake. It's usually the areas that I kind of try to stay at, but it can take you further out and everything. So I'm pretty far from the zone that I'm at now, or the zone that I want to be in. But still, this is pretty good though. I mean, it takes you a long ways. So I'm now currently seeking a family lawyer to find out basically how to deal with garnishment and things like that. There's a lot of abuse that's going on with the legal system when it comes to child support. They just want money. They don't care. You're not a name to them. They don't care where you live. They don't care your situation. They don't care about hardship. They don't care about any of this kind of stuff. They don't care what you're going through as a person. They just want the money, and that's it. That's cold-hearted. That's nearly gangster kind of stuff. And this is the federal government. This is the United States of America that's acting this way to family. Because all in all, at the end of the day, I'm still a father. And this is still a family issue. And the government should not treat family this way. So, I mean, I'm sure Biden would be against the abuse that's going on with child support and how it's hurting other people. That's why I'm trying to keep the show going, to show you detail what I'm actually going through and how much I want to be able to pay my dues and to pay my debt. So I went to a site that looked like, you know, they immediately wanted $1 for an answer, you know. I don't know how worthy that site is, because there's a lot of abuse that's going on when it comes to child support. How people can give advice wrong, how people are not educated in the law, especially family law. I'm now in Denton right now. Looks like it's going to be this Ridgecrest apartment homes. Recruiter just popped out, and we're North Texas Boulevard, just passed right there. And that's North Texas, the University of North Texas. That's where I graduated. Right over there. And I'm delivering food and making bagels. There's nothing really wrong with that. It's established in 1890, and there's a lot of history to the University of North Texas. Big music school. They love their music. Right, Critter? And green. They love the color green, too. Apogee, which means like the climatic point of something, the high point is what apogee means. The highest point, the apex. Oh, you're disagreeing with me? Well, it's kind of what it means. Basically what it means, critter. It's basically what it means. And there's the sunset right over this way. And they got their turbines going, the windmill turbines. They're also very environmentally friendly. They've called Denton kind of like a hippie town. They have a thing called the Fry Street Festival, where they bring in a lot of bands. I think Henry Rollins has even played at the Fry Street Festival. A lot of people have. A lot of punk bands have gone in there and played. It's known as kind of a liberal, rebellious crowd, the UNT crowd. People like Meatloaf went there, or many of them, or at least one of the members of the Eagles, Don Henley, was a graduate there. And not to forget, not only Don Henley, but Peter Weller, RoboCop. That's right. RoboCop graduated from UNT. Peter Weller did. Y'all, Peter Weller also worked with Woody Allen. He's worked with a lot of people. But anyway, we're headed to the other Buc-ee's. So 35W is divided into different areas. For example, this was Monarch Highway, as you can see right here. And readjust it. And move that way. It's 35W. Which is what I am. Just now passing the city limits of Argyle. Alright, we just got one at Chipotle in the friendly area of North Lake. There was a little sign back there that said Buc-ee's, so we'll be going right into North Lake and then right up to Chipotle and picking up a burrito and dropping it off at a doorstep. This sign right here says Flower Mound, because we're just now about to enter the city limit of Flower Mound. The tongue and the mouth are there to speak, to do your best to try to reveal truth. Does not change the fact that the eyes are the windows of the soul. That's a Texas Motor Speedway right there. Just real quick note here, just want to roll the window down, put on some focus here. So that's Buc-ee's right there. Oh, it sounds like some fireworks or something. My only suggestion is, why don't they get hot dogs? The guy in there, man, is taking like forever in the restroom. So I may have to stop into Buffalo Wild Wings. People take a long time in the restroom sometimes. Check to make sure he didn't come out. All right, we'll just go next door. So these are the kind of magic sunsets, the after effect of the sunset, the dusk.